So I should have taken video of the AeroGarden before I took all the pods out, but here is the bounty that I got from the garden. Got lots of dill. You can see the dill grew super long, so I need to be better about trimming it. But I got a good batch of basil and parsley. But I will show you why I cut all these off and what I'm doing next. So here is the AeroGarden all cleaned up. I'm running some vinegar water through it right now to get it cleaned, because what I'm going to do is the next batch I'm going to grow is salad greens. And then I also bought a third pod that I'm going to unbox, and I'm going to grow just basil. So I tried to save the basil from my last batch of AeroGarden, but unfortunately the roots were all mixed together. Let's see if you can see in here. This one was the worst. So it's just a huge mess. It had integrated with all the other roots in the seed pod, and you know, they're looking a little brown too, so I think they're not as healthy. The next time I'm going to try to trim all of the roots so that they don't get too crazy, because it had started to go into the pump as well, and that's not good. Okay, so now I'm running some clean water through it just to make sure to rinse out all of the vinegar and whatever else was in there. So you can see right around these little holes here, water actually gets pulled up through the pump in the middle there, and then out these holes to water the roots. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of a pain to clean because somehow roots got all up in all of this. So hopefully I did a good job cleaning it. And after it's done, I'm gonna dump this water, and then I'm going to plant the salad greens. All right, so I'm gonna open this up. I did buy the 9-pod kit. Just trying this box in a second. Okay, so I did buy the 9-pod kit, even though I have a 6-pod AeroGarden, because I wasn't sure I was going to plant all of them at once. So I know the last time things got a little crowded in there, but and the dill grew way taller than some of the other stuff, and like the parsley did too, and so it kind of covered up the basil, so I think the basil didn't do as good. But since all of these are salad greens, I might just go ahead and plant all 6. So it's interesting. You can see they have like these little caps on them, and the seeds are down in there, and then they have these little soils that they grow in. Sprouts in 1 to 7 days. So we'll check back in once I get this going and see how they're doing. So let's go over here. So you simply, well, actually, I think I'm going to put the little lids on them first. I've heard that's easier. Let's make her have a little lid. Just one, there's 2 there. Okay, so I have one here, have the lid on it now, and I'm just going to put it in. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to do all the rest of them. Okay, got them all in there, got all their little lids on, and now I just need to add the plant food, which is 2 capfuls every 2 weeks, it says, for a 6-pod, and then lower the light. And something should happen in about a week, according 1 to 7 days according to the little caps. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so I have it in its position where it's gonna sit next to the other one. And what I do have up here is a fan. So I read that lettuce likes cool places. So we're in the basement, and also likes a little bit of breeze on the leaves. And I guess that helps make the leaves stronger. So I do have a fan. It seems to say that it likes an oscillating fan better and not constant air, but this is what we have. So I'm gonna try that to start and see how it does. Okay, so I am using the plant food that I got with my last set of herbs. And this is the new one that came with it, but it looks like it's the same. So I figure I'll use what I have first. Okay, well, thank you for watching. My next video, I am going to pull out the 3-pod AeroGarden and plant basil.